a problem on projections of laminas. How to solve this particular problem by using AutoCAD. The problem reads as an equilateral triangular lamina of 25 sides with one of its edges on HP such that the surface of the lamina is inclined at 60 degrees to HP and the edge on which it rests is inclined to VP at 60 degrees. Draw its projections. So he angular lamina of 25 sides is resting with one of its edges on HP. Since it is resting on one of the edges on HP, make sure that all the edges are resting on HP in the initial position. If you make all the edges are resting on HP, so obviously those edges are parallel to HP. Since those edges are parallel to HP, so in HP you will going to get the true length. So that is what it is, the true shape. Such that the surface of the lamina makes an angle of 60 degrees. So that means the surface is parallel, since the surface is inclined to HP. So obviously that surface should initially be parallel to HP. So you can see that this edge is parallel to HP and the surface is perpendicular to VP. Therefore, you are getting a line in the front. And since one of the edges is resting on HP, so the edge which is perpendicular to VP, which is the edge which is AC, is resting on HP. Then that surface is inclined at 60 degrees to HP. And then the edge on which it rests, so which is the edge which is resting on HP, A dash C dash. So that edge is in true length in the top view because here also this is AC is 25, here also the AC is 25. Even after the surface made an angle of 60 degrees to HP, the length of this edge is not changing. So that is the reason why it is in true. And since it is in the true length, the inclination given is also true inclination. Therefore, you rewrite the second position top view here and then get the solution. How do I know that my problem is right? You can see even in the third position, the edge is resting on HP. The edge which is resting on HP is inclined to VP at 60 degrees and the surface makes an angle of 60 degrees to HP. And this is a surface of the triangular lamina which is 25 So to do that, first I will go for a line command. I will draw one line of any length, okay, in the initial position. I will draw this. Then I will go for polygon. Command is polygon. Take the number of sides as 3. Yes. I will invoke the option edge. I will select this and I will draw this particular portion. Okay. Sorry. Go to polygon and I will take this edge. Number of sides is 3. Enter. I will take the edge option. I will take this point and I will give the dimension as 25. Once you do that, now I will bring it nearer. I will go for line. Select this intersection point. Okay. Select this intersection point and I will draw perpendicular to that. Okay. Similarly, line, I will take this and I will draw perpendicular to this. Now I'll go for fillet between this line and this one. Similarly, between this line and this line. Now I will just go for select between these two. And I will go for layer and make that layer as visible light. Click on this. Now I will go for line command. I will draw a line from here at any distance. Now I will go for the text. Select this point and draw the caps lock on. Type X and I will take VP. And now I will take HP. Then I will take small letter A. Okay, I will take small letter B. Sorry, I will take small letter B and I will take small letter C. Then I will take A dash and this is B dash and here this letter will be C dash. Then I will go for zoom window. I will bring it here. Then I will go for move. Select this one and remove ortho on this one. Take it and place it. Here you take this and you place it nearer. From here you take it here. Then you go for A dash. Similarly, you go for C dash Okay. Go to move again. You select this and take it. Then you take back this on this side. Again, you go for move. Select this one and keep it here. Select this one and you keep it here. And you select this one and you keep it here. Now you select these texts. Okay. Okay. Select these points and go for layer and make this as text layer. Okay. Once you do that, now you come back to this now. Okay. Now I'll go for copy. Select this line, copy it to the next position. So I want base point and keep the ortho on, take whatever the distance you want, and then you keep this. Now I want to go for rotate. I will select this one, select this edge and go to ortho on and take endpoint and remove perpendicular now. I will take endpoint of this, enable this one. Take endpoint of this and give the rotation in the counterclockwise direction is positive. So I will go for zoom window. Then I will draw a line from here and I will draw a horizontal line of any length. And I will go for endpoint and remove endpoint. And then I want to draw perpendicular. Okay. So now I will go for disable these two and I will go for copy. Select this point, text and take A dash here. Then similarly you take C dash here. Okay. Then you take B dash here and take this point. Okay. Then I will go for line, select this one and also O snap. Both are enabled and I will draw this line. Similarly, I will go for end point, enable this and you draw from here. Then you go for line, select this end point, remove that. Okay. I will take intersection to perpendicular to this. Okay. Similarly, intersection to perpendicular to this, and from here, intersection to perpendicular to this. Now I will go for fillet, select between these two and between these two. Okay. Now once you do that, now I'll go for line, you select this intersection to this intersection. Okay. Then I will go for break at point, select this one, and you come down to this, remove perpendicular, select this point, this line, break at this point. Then similarly, select this one, break at this one here. Okay. Now I will go for a copy, sorry, select these three lines. Okay. And go to layer, make that as the visible line now. Okay. Once you do that, now I want to copy this now. So here I will go for copy command, select this one, copy, remove this and remove this, both disable. You'll take copy, select this one. Similarly from here, you take this here, B, okay. And similarly from C, you take this here. Now I want to go for a group, select GROUP, group. Select this line, this line, this line, and this line, okay. Once you do that, now you want to copy this from the second position, top view, copy this here. Then you, sorry, copy, select this and copy this here. Then you go for rotate, select this one, rotate from the intersection point now. Take this intersection point, enable this. Then give the rotation angle as 30 degree counterclockwise direction. So it's positive. Now I will go for a copy, select this A and copy this here. Similarly, copy B, select this here. Then you take copy C and you select this here. Then I will go for line command. I will draw this from intersection to perpendicular to this. So I will enable this and go to perpendicular. Okay. Select this line. Similarly, from C also, you perpendicular to this. And from here, you take this and draw a horizontal line. Similarly, you just go to snap ortho on, take intersection to perpendicular to this. Now you go for fillet between this line and this line. Now you go for line, select this intersection to this intersection to this intersection. Now I'll go for break at point, go to modify, break at point, select this, break at this point. So you remove perpendicular now first. Okay. Then again break at this point and you keep it here. Now you just select these three lines and go to layer and make that layer as visible line. Okay. Then you go for detext or you go to copy, remove this one and also this one. So copy this here. Sorry, take this here. Okay. Then I will go for erase. I will go for copy, select A dash, take it this here. I will go for line. I will take this line and okay, okay, go to this, go to fillet between this line and this line. Okay, yes, yes. Now similarly, I want to go for copy, select this point B dash and you copy this here. And now I want to copy this C dash here. Go to DD edit. I want because the C dash is without bracket. I will type C dash now. Then you go for move command. Select this and move it here. Now we will go for D text and here you type Y, capital letter Y. Okay. Now I will just go to this one and go to layer and change that layer to text. Okay. Now you go for move command, select this one and move it wherever you want. Now you go for this backward, select this line and you select this line and you select this line and give that layer as XY. Okay. Now I want to give the dimensions now. I will just go to erase here. So this one is not there. Okay. Now I'll go for dimension. So I will go for linear dimension. You take the intersection point. Okay. With reference to this and with reference to this. So you will get angular dimension. Go to angular dimension. Select between this line and you give that angular dimension as 60. Similarly, between these two, you make this as also as 60 now. So now we'll go for dim TED, dim text edit dimension. Then you take this 60 here. Similarly, you take this 60 here. Okay. So go to DDIM. I will go for modify. Then offset from the dimension line. Let us see how much you are given. 2. So I will take this also as 1.5. Okay. Let us say close so that it will come nearer to the screen. So this is how you will be able to draw the solution for this particular problem by using AutoCAD. Thank you.